Hello everyone, welcome back to Tinker episode 2. We're just going to continue from episode 1. So I figured out the problem in the last video where we get everything to run. You have to get rid of the frame, get rid of the grid where we made a grid. If you delete all of that, everything else will work fine. Control F5. See, we have our little screen, we have the red, blue, green, and black buttons, we have the line, the title is Hello World, and we have the stop button, stops the program. So that is really cool. Moving on, we are going to work with a label. So a label refers to the display blocks where you can put any text or image which can be updated at any time as per code. So to do that, we say root A, parentheses, W, label, a capital L, parentheses, root, comma, text to hello one, and packet, so w.packed, then root.main loop, or just do main. And again, W is just an object. It could have any other name we want to. Control F5. See, it wrote hello everyone. So that's a label. And then can move on to a list box. So a list box offers the user to select some options. I'll show you what I mean by that. Okay, again, let's make it okay, and then LB to list box, the capital L, and then we're going to say root, and then lb.insert parentheses 1, comma, and then quotes. So whatever we want the user to pick. So I'm going to say Python, say lb.insert. It's really just the same thing. Copy the code. Except we have to increment by however many inserts we're doing. So we'll say Python, plus plus, triple plus C plus plus, Ruby, other. Then we just pack it, so lb.pack, and then just S5, and here you can see this is a list that the user could choose almost. It almost looks like a really like a Windows thing when you go into environment variables on Windows. Kind of looks like that. Cycle through. I'm just using my up and down arrow keys, and you can just click on it with the mouse. Okay, so let's move on to the next thing. Paste this. Then we're going to move on to the menu button. So a menu button is part of the top-down menu which stays on the window all the time. I'll show you what that looks like. Say root A. I'm going to say MB, object MB equal to menu button with a capital M and a capital and a lowercase b, parentheses, say root, comma, text equal to condiments, comma, relief equal to raised. And then we're going to say mb.grid, parentheses, mb.menu, parentheses, mb menu is equal to capital M, parentheses, mb, comma, pair off equal to 0. And then we say mb, parentheses, brackets, parentheses, menu in lowercase, equal to mb.menu. And then we're going to say, create an object called mayovar, little v. I'll show you what this is in a second. Then int var, parentheses. I'm going to create another one, but I'm going to call it catch var, and leave it as an int var. Then I'm going to say mb.menu.add, parentheses, add underscore checkpoint, check button, and in the parentheses I'm going to say label equal, parentheses, mayo, comma, variable equal to mayo var, and I'm just going to copy this, do the same thing for ketchup. Say label equals ketchup, variable equals catch var. And then just packet it, so mb.pack, parentheses, and then main loop, parentheses, Control S, Control 5. Name catch var is not defined. Spelled it. 5. Here. We have condiments, we have mayo, we have ketchup. So, and the check mark next to it is the add check button we added. So basically, sometimes when you open a file or some application, you'll see file, options, and help. So this is kind of what that is, just an extension that you can see the other options do when you click it. So that's actually really cool. And moving on, put that back here. We're going to move on to the menu. So menu is used to create all kinds of menus used in an application, and it's pretty straightforward. Root equal to print, and menu equal capital menu, parentheses, and then I'm going to say root.config menu equal menu. And then I'm going to say create an object called file menu, set it equal to menu, parentheses, menu. And I'm going to say menu.add underscore cascade, parentheses, label equal to, parentheses, file, capital F, comma, menu equal file menu. And then I'm going to say file menu, copy it, file menu dot add command, parentheses, label equal to quotes new. And then I'm just going to copy this because I'll do this a few times. File menu dot add command label equal to open I'm going to add another one. Add a file.add separator. Keep it empty. And then I'm going to add another command. I'm going to set the label equal exit, comma, command equal to root.quit. I'm going to say help menu. Create an object called help menu and set equal to menu parentheses. Then I'm going to say menu.add cascade parentheses label equal to quotes help for capital H space and menu equal to help menu, object we created. And then I'm going to say help menu dot add command parentheses label equal quotes out, and then just the main loop. Okay, I know that was a lot, but bear with me. Control S and then Control F5. Menu object has no object separate. Okay. File menu dot add. I spelled it wrong. So you can see in our window over here, file, have new, and we have exit, and we have help and about. So again, just adding more, it's beginning to look more like an actual application that someone would open. And when we hit exit, should have closed. I don't know why. Command equals dot quit. Oh, it doesn't have quotes. Okay. 5. File. Exit. It actually exits. So what we did was say we create our window root equals tk, and then we add a widget that displays menu bars, and we say configure the menu equal to menu, and then we create an object that is equal to an actual menu option, and then we add file new open. So sorry, let me explain it again. So we create the menu object in the window. That's this blank area here. And then we add one object called the file menu, in which we add a section called file, and we add commands to it like new, open, and exit. And the separator, that's just this line right here. And we actually can give it a command to quit the program. And we create another menu section called help, and we list in help about. So that's what it did, and it's actually kind of cool. Paste this. Okay, so on to the next thing. Message. So message refers to the multi-line and non-editable text. It works the same as that of a label. So root to capital K, parentheses. I'm going to create an object called our message equal to this our message. Create a new object called message var, set it equal to capital message, parentheses, root, comma, text equal to the object our message. And then I'm going to say message var, paste this, message var dot add, or sorry, dot config, parentheses, eg equal to light green. And I'm going to say message var dot pack, and then main loop. Okay, so Control S, Control F5. So here in our window, it says green box, this is our message. Say something like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Let's scroll 5, and there you go. Green. Thought it was kind of funny. That's what it made me think of. So it's the same principle. You create an object that is your window. We create a message that has a message. Create another object that is equal to the message widget, which calls the main window. It adds the text. We configure it to have light green color. We pack it, and then main loop. So it's still the general principle I've been doing since episode, just with a bit more steps. Okay, so that's done. Now we have a radio button function. It's used to offer multi-choice options to the users. So we're going to say root k parentheses object v is equal to int var with a capital I and a capital V. I should have said that earlier. And I'm going to create an object called capital R radio button parentheses root comma text equal to parentheses corn dog comma variable equal to b comma value 1. I'm going to say dot pack, and I'm going to say anchor equal to w. And then I'm going to do the exact same thing, except I'm going to change this to hot dog. And then just main loop. Okay, so what did we do here? We created another object, set it equal to int_var, which is a value holder for integer variables. And we create the radio button, which shows many buttons next to each other. So Control F5. W is not defined. Oh, it's capital W. Okay. Capital W. Control S, Control F5. And here in our window, you can select hot dog or corn dog. What? Didn't let me choose. I need to say value equal to 2. Like S, Control 5. So I can hit hot dog or I can hit corn dog, just not both. Kind of funny. So basically, it's the similar principle. We call radio button, have it reference the window, put whatever text we want, put the variable equal to v because it can hold some input from the user. But here, we actually append the object directly rather than writing root.pack at the bottom. I say pack it right now and anchor equal to w if it highlights it. I think that puts it in the top right corner. Sure though. We'll see. And that was radio button. Yep. Now we move on to a scale. So a scale is something you'll see that allows you to choose certain input on it. I'll show you. So root equal to capital K parentheses. We're going to say root equal to, create an object W, set it equal to capital scale, parentheses, root, comma, from underscore equal to 0, comma 2 equal to 42. We're going to do this twice, except we do dot pack w.scale.root from 0, comma to 200. And I'm going to say comma orient equal to horizontal caps. And I'm going to say dot packed. And then main parentheses. So here you can see we have two scales. The bottom one can go from 0 to 200. I can just change the values here, and the top one goes from 0 to 42. And that is how you would make a scale with tkinter. Just similar principle. Create an object that holds the scale, references root, and here we say from underscore equal to what we want to be able to switch from 0 to 42 or 0 to 200, and just pack it, and yeah, just root and main loop. So this is episode 2. I'll have episode 3 eventually, which finishes this brief overview. Thank you.